Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? My name is Jacob, but you can call me J Raj, as my channel shows. But so here's the thing: this is the start of something new for me. I've been big into gaming. I've never had any gaming videos that show my face. So for most of the people watching this, it's like this is the first time you're meeting the Raj. Um. So anyway, I'm very much into listening to podcasts, into watching gaming videos where I can see who is playing the game to see their reactions. I like hearing people's takes on Marvel movies, Star Wars. I like seeing the news about WWE. I'm a huge wrestling fan, have been my whole life. And I've always thought, why not me? Why can't I be one of the people that come on and just share my thoughts about these things and hopefully build a community while I'm doing it? So sure enough, we got it set up. And I don't know what I'm going to be calling this podcast, but this is my first episode. So just show me a little slack if I'm not as smooth with it as your favorites. Um, but yeah, I'm going to mainly have my channel be focusing on wrestling, Marvel, good movies I like, Star Wars, maybe even some cryptids. I got a Bigfoot picture right here. Um, I'm into that kind of stuff. So over time, I'm gonna get some segments. So it's like each time you watch the show, you'll know that I'm gonna hit these little beats. You know, I'm also working on like making. I produce music in my free time, not like professionally, but I'm gonna make my own beat for the intro. I got a big vision for this, and that's another reason my name on YouTube is JRaj2020. It always has been that because I got that 2020 vision, baby. I can see it. Okay, I was just doing that weird James Harden thing. Uh, anyway, so yeah, now you know a little bit about me. So I'm gonna dive into a few of these things. I mentioned Marvel. I mentioned wrestling. So first off, when it comes to wrestling, I'm not a big fan of Cody Rhodes. I'm not a big fan of the baby faces. They're too predictable, man. I like the underdogs. I like the heels because they're unpredictable. And I just gotta say the one that comes to mind when if I was to talk about my favorite wrestler, y'all can learn about me some in this. I'm a big Chad Gable guy. I'm a big Chad Gable guy. I mean that dude, he could have a match with a broomstick and it will be a 5-star match. He's so technical. He's so entertaining and like so strong. Probably pound for pound one of the strongest dudes in the WWE. I mean, he can suplex about anybody. And his gimmick is so good. I mean, it seems like he's just being a more dramatic version of himself. Shush! Thank you. Like, and then the El Grande Americano stuff. That is crazy to turn such a corny gimmick into something fans love. And I know Ludwig Kaiser is kind of embodying that now, but you just wait. Just wait till the Royal Rumble. My boy Gable is going to be back, and there's going to be some things that got to be handled. Who is the real El Grande Americano? Who is the true one? I think it's Chad Gable. Thank you. And also, I like LA Knight. A big Drew McIntyre guy too. My favorite of all time, though, and this nowadays this is cliche. I mean, I've said this before this happened. Is Bray Wyatt, also the Fiend. I've been a huge fan of him since 2013. Honestly, around that time I was kind of not into wrestling as much. Like it just was kind of getting stale. But when that dude came on the screen with the lantern, cutting them promos, listen to this. Let me tell you something, man. My teacher, she used to tell me, Bray, you ain't gonna be nothing, man. You ain't gonna be nothing. Okay, that's my impersonation of him. If it's good or not, I mean, I'll let y'all decide. Uh, Dang, I'm trying to think of something else I can say. Like I wanted him to have a feud with Cody Rhodes, but you know, unfortunately he passed away and everything. But I can imagine the feud being like this. You ain't the only man that come from a wrestling family, Cody. You ain't the only one that's got a royal family. Okay, that was pretty bad. Um, but anyway, I'm a huge Bray Wyatt guy. No matter what he's saying, he can be saying a bunch of nonsense that don't make that much sense, but you're glued to the screen because he has a way with his voice and just his presence, like the mic skills he has, draws you in. Like something different about this guy. And the whole Wyatt family, it was like, holy crap. These dudes wearing goat masks. Like, I remember Braun Strowman. I was like, holy crap, this is the biggest SOB that I've ever seen. And dude just took out Roman Reigns like it was nothing. So, Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt family, generational run. I can't see anybody like doing something that can replicate that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Wyatt Six is cool and everything. It's more homage. It's them paying homage. Like, it's not a new thing. And Solo Sikoa, he's been calling out Bo Dallas about that. But anyway, all time Bray Wyatt fan. I love Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace. I literally like about cried when I heard the news, but I was a big Kane fan too. I guess the supernatural gimmicks, I love them, bro. Kane's alive, Undertaker. He's alive. Okay. There's a lot that I can talk about when it comes to wrestling, but that's just a little quick overview. Y'all hear more details in the future when it comes to that. Let's see. As far as my favorite like Marvel movies or whatever, I'm really partial to the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. Like the first one, it's just one of my favorite movies of all time. And I know you guys can't see it. Like I got Revenge of the Sith. Dang it, this camera's confusing. Revenge of the Sith poster back there. That's my favorite movie of all time. My second favorite of all time is Spider-Man 2002 with Tobey Maguire. You can't do this to me. I built this company. Or whatever. What does he say? Dang it. Okay, I'm not trying to make this an impressions video. But, let's see. Yo, get your... That's Spider-Man 3. Alright. I'm getting on a rabbit trail. Anyway. So, I love the original Spider-Man movies. I'm really loving how Tom Holland embodies Spider-Man 2. Andrew Garfield's a great actor, but Tom Holland, in my opinion, is better, and the storytelling is better, the script is better. Hopefully he gets the symbiote. I'll leave that for another video. I got my theories. Trust me, I got plenty of theories. Tell me yours sometime. But also, one of my favorite Marvel characters as of recent, and this is kind of a sleeper, to be honest. I think this is a sleeper character, but I first saw this dude when I was watching the X-Men animated series. It's on Disney Plus from the 90s. It's a dude by the name of Omega Red. I'm like, doggone, this dude is manhandling the X-Men all by himself. Like, and the way he looks, he's just different, dude. So, Omega Red, his name is Arkady Rozovich, and he is a Russian mutant. He's kind of with the Weapon X program with Canada, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Deadpool. Well, Omega Red is a result of the Soviets' Weapon X program, basically. Their own super soldier, Omega Red. But his powers is he has carbonadium tentacles that drain the life force of his enemies that he wraps the tentacles around. So he'll be swinging them things, wrapping you up, and you just feel that life just getting drained out of you, and you can't do nothing about it. They're made of carbonadium, dude. They're not made of plastic. It's carbo-freaking-nadium. It's almost as good as adamantium. And this dude, he hasn't been on any movies yet. Why, Marvel? Why? Why has Omega Red not been on any movies, you freaks? You got to change it. He's a psycho super soldier for the Soviets. Come on now. I mean, they can easily tie him in. I hope they do. I know the Wolverine game showed him in the trailer. Go check that out. Best believe I'm going to be doing gameplay on my channel of me playing that Wolverine game when it comes out. That's another thing. This channel, in the past, I've done gaming that's just, you can hear my voice and I show the gameplay. Now we got the videos too, you know. It's going to be something cool, man. It's going to be something real cool, too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I kind of had a little cheat sheet talking about Omega Red because I don't want to sound like I don't know nothing about it. But so here's the thing. I was like, this dude's cool. And then Marvel vs. Capcom, the Fighting Collection came out. They just re-released some of the old Marvel vs. Capcom games. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I downloaded it and I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And the roster's giant. I see Omega Red on there. And I'm like, okay, this is from the late 90s. Apparently, this dude was a pretty big deal back in the 90s for X-Men fans or Marvel fans. For them to put him on a game that has other villains like Thanos, Magneto, Doctor Doom, they decided to put Omega Red. That's saying something. So I was like, I gotta look into this dude. I gotta get educated. And when I did, like, I was like, holy crap, this dude's a sleeper, bro. So anyway, he's got this move on there where he's like, Omega Destroyer. He's doing his tentacles everywhere, just taking everybody out. Apparently he was a big deal back in the 90s. I wish I was raised in the 90s. Didn't have that privilege. But, so, I'm kind of getting on a rabbit trail. But here's the thing is, I thought he was cool already, and then I read the first comic that he was introduced in, and that made me like him maybe more. So here's the thing. I'm going to set the scene for you. So you got the X-Men playing some basketball. Got Gambit dunking on people. Rogue backing down Jubilee like she's Shaq. And also we flash to Rogue and Gambit are getting ready to go on their first date ever. I know everybody ships them. I know it. But yeah, they're going on their first date ever. Right here. And Gambit's real excited. Rogue is kind of thinking, I don't want sugar to break my heart. Anyway. So they get on Gambit's motorcycle and they're riding. Next thing you know, somebody has something in the road that trips up the motorcycle and they wreck. Somebody done made Gambit and Rogue wreck on their first date. That's a bad wreck. Look at that picture. That's a bad looking wreck, man. And it was none other than your boy, Omega Red, baby. That was my chair. So I was like, dang, he ruined something that people loved. Everybody's like, yeah, Gambit and Rogue, they're finally going out. This dude crashed their date. Also, he could get to Logan because Logan is the one that defeated him like 30 years prior. And Omega Red was frozen, basically like solid because he had been defeated by Wolverine. And he said, no, I'm coming to the X Mansion. I'm going to crash Gambit and Rogue's first date just so I can get my revenge on Logan. That is a villain, dude. If this was WWE, he'd have heat like Gunther has right now. Everybody, boo, boo, boo. Savage, I'm telling you. But anyway, that's just a little deep dive into my, some of the reasons I like Omega Red as a character. But anyway, expect me to do more like reviews on just stuff I've read because I think it's fun. And I watch a lot of movies. I literally watched all the Alien movies this year. I was like, bro, why did I wait to watch these? I mean, we can talk about that. We can talk about a lot. I mean, and I'm gonna be gaming. So anyway, tune in, guys. This is the start of a new journey for me, and I feel like $1,000,000, baby. Oh yeah. This is J Rod's 2020 vision, and I hope y'all have had a good Christmas. Bye.